If you like my content, there are free exclusive videos for anyone over on Patreon, even if you don't want to spend $1. That said, this ad-free content is only possible with the support of all you lovely members, so thank you, and enjoy the video. Wakey wakey 0248. Don't move. You have been in a very substantial hibernation. Records say well over 1,200 days. So you're better off staying still. Do not put any strain on any of your biomuscles until we've done recalibration. But let's get you out of this pod, shall we? Just hold still. Let's get you properly attached to these monitors. Okay, very good. I'll need you to just try not to move except when I ask you to. There are a few calibrations we need to run through, and then a few modifications if, anything is amiss. First of all, I'm gonna need you to do something quite simple for me, but I swear it's not condescending. It's just one of the basic cognitive tests. Close your eyes. Okay. Now open your eyes. Very good. Close your eyes. Very good. Now open your eyes. Very good. Please follow the tip of my claw with your eyes. Good. Good. Very good. And down here. Good. Over to this side. Very good. To the middle. Good. See if you can go cross-eyed. Good. And over here. Good. Up here. Very good. Over here. Good. Alright. It seems your optics are keeping up just fine, so we know at least your motor function or ability to find out where you are, your positional data, as well as your navigation should be in line. I'm going to log these results, and you just sit right there. that has been logged. Now, I'm gonna need you to initiate your neck motors in this case. You might feel a light buzz as I turn on the nerves and the motor functions in that part of your body once again. All I'll need you to do is gently follow the general movement of my hand with your head. Think you can do that? Very good. One moment. Okay, I'm going to unlatch the panel, press a couple buttons, and you should be able to move your head. And okay, very good. Now, tilt your head up slightly. Good. Down. Very good. Okay, and guide your head back to a natural resting position. Good. To your right. Good. And to your left. Very good. And back to a natural resting position. It seems you're a little slow. Perhaps a long rest and tired muscles can lead to slow response time, but I'm sure this is something we can sort. I have an idea. Stay nice and put. Okay, I'm going to reach behind your head. That's where my tools are. So just let me clean it. Okay. Now, I'm going to engage a couple points on your neck. This might feel tingly. Okay. And here. Very good. Let me put that back. Okay. Now, let's run that test one more time. First, with your eyes. my claw. Good. Good. Down to the left. Good. Over to me on the right. Good. Up. Good. Back to the middle at the top. Good. Down to the middle. Good. And quick, tracing along the edge of your vision. Good. Phenomenal. That was very accurate. Now, let's try to engage the neck again. This time, follow the general movement of my hand, resting in the middle, moving up, moving down, back to the middle. Very good. To your right. Good. Over to your left. Good. Back to the middle. Perfect. So, whatever adjustments were needed, I think we've taken care of. Let's move on to the next thing. It seems your binaurals and your stereo receivers for audio are doing just fine. However, you can never be too careful with these kinds of things. The Protogen neural network relies on precise data from the environment. Right now, you're probably picking up my voice, but do you hear the servers over there? Good. And do you hear my monitor screen with the power supply? Okay. Well, in either case, we're going to run a couple tests with that as well. You stay where you are. I'm gonna go type in some commands, and ideally, you'll hear different frequencies in your ears. I'll need you to tell me whether they are frequencies you can pick up or not. And if I ever leave a range that you can hear, let me know. One moment. Very good. It seems you recognize the frequencies just fine, and you are getting my audio link as well. So, you seem to be responding perfectly. No need for alarm. Let's make sure we document the progress so far in a thorough manner. We can just keep track of what's left an easier way. The old manual way. pen and paper is never out of fashion. Let's see. Auditory tests were quite accurate. Some initial bumps were helped by virtue of repair. And your auditory response was perfect from the get-go. And as for your neck, we've just started on your muscles, moving nowhere past the neck, but that has been impeccable after a few improvements. I say that leaves only a couple things. First of all, we need to test that the rest of your body responds. Fortunately for you, you don't have to move a muscle. I'll be doing a couple nerve tests. You'll get some cues, your body will respond, your muscles will flex and relax, but you can just stay still. However, the panel to access these are behind your visor. So I will need to disconnect your expressions for a little bit, but take it as a brief respite as you get to just relax. Your camera will still be intact, so you'll be seeing me just fine as I work. Sounds good? Perfect. Let me put these away and grab a wrench. Okay. I'll just need you to let me undo the hinges here on the side, and then a couple screws, and I'll be inside. Very good. Okay. Down here. Okay. Very good. Make sure we don't lose those. Put this wrench away. And just a couple screws and we should be good. Last one for this side. Okay. And last one for over here. Very good. I'm just going to gently pop up your visor. Perfect. My, look at you. Such pristine condition. Alright. It seems everything is fine, so I'll get right to testing. And this should engage the arm muscles on your left. Seems good. And we'll turn that off again. Okay. And let's replicate the process over here. Engaging. Looks very good. Turn that off. Okay. And your core. Okay, seems to work. Turn that off. And let's engage your thighs. Left, well, your right thigh. Seems good. And turn that off. And your left thigh. And there we go. Seems to work just fine. Okay. And we've only got your lower legs, which happens to include your bipedal support. So we can engage those starting on your left. Very good. Very responsive in this department. And that's off again. And just the last one. Perfect. And that should be off again. Okay. Well, it seems you passed with flying colors in that regard. Let's document it. I'll be writing all of this into the system later, but I like to keep physical proof of everything that happened. Physical documentation, I should say. Full physical response to all of our stimulators and full cognitive response to physical stimuli. Perfect. Put that away. And that away. Okay. I mean, all things considered, that was a pretty smooth operation. I'll just need to move your faceplate back on, make sure to screw it tight, and get the hinges on, and then we should be good. I know I've kept you for quite a bit, but, I mean, besides that hurdle with your neck muscles, nothing seems to be out of place, and a thorough checkup, even if it isn't important, is always the safest. So, stay put. Let me get this back. And so it's putting on the faceplate right now. There we go. And latch. And latch. Okay. Now just sit still and I will screw those screws back into place. These are somehow easier to screw in than out. But whoever assembled you did a very good job. There we go. We'll put that aside. And need my wrench. Gotta get the hinges on. There we go. And over here. Good. It seems you are what we call up to code. Thank you very much for being a delight to work with. You've been very responsive, both in a medical sense, but also in a respectful sense. You went along with procedure perfectly, and seem to be accustomed to your new shape rather easily. So, I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. The reception is just out the door. I'll see you around. Bye.